It's August 31st, 1939. The world is on a knife edge. In a small German border town called Gleiwitz, a group of Polish officers storms a radio station. They overpower the staff, grab the microphone, and broadcast a frantic anti German message in Polish. They fire shots. They leave behind a bloody scene, including the body of a Polish soldier. By the next morning, Adolf Hitler is standing before the Reichstag, telling the world that Poland has invaded German territory. And just like that, World War II begins. But here's the thing, it was all an illusion. Welcome back for part 2 of my series on proven, or just about proven, false flags from history. If you're just joining us and don't know what a false flag event is, you should definitely start with part 1 to get the full breakdown. So if the attack was an illusion, what was the truth? The Polish officers who carried out the attack were actually SS members led by a man named Alfred Naujoks. And that Polish soldier left dead at the scene was a German farmer who had been arrested by the Gestapo, drugged, and turned into a prop. This was the Gleiwitz incident, the centerpiece of a much larger false flag campaign called Operation Himmler. The evil mastermind behind this was Reinhard Heydrich, one of the darkest architects of the Nazi regime. He knew that even a dictator like Hitler needed a legal pretext to start a world war without looking like the initial aggressor to his own people. And this is where it gets even more chilling. The Nazis had a code name for the bodies they used in these staged attacks. They called them canned goods. Canned goods were prisoners taken from the concentration camps, dressed in Polish uniforms, and unalived on site to provide proof of a struggle. It worked perfectly. Nazi propaganda outlets immediately flooded the airwaves with reports of Polish atrocities. This was far more than a misdirection. It was a bold-faced lie designed to manipulate the German people into feeling like victims, when in reality, they were about to become the world's ultimate aggressors. No one was any the wiser by the time the German tanks were rolling into Warsaw. Alfred Naujoks, the man who led the raid, later admitted during the Nuremberg trials that the whole thing was a setup. It took years, a global war, and millions of lives before the truth of codename canned goods was finally revealed in a courtroom. So when we talk about false flags, we aren't just talking about theories. We're talking about actual sparks that have lit the largest fires in human history, like the one lit 8 years earlier on the other side of the world. Go to part 3 to find out how a staged train wreck in Mukden, China changed the map of Asia forever.